Hey everyone, welcome to the very first episode of The Abbey. We're starting off on a bit of a laid back vibe today. The week had been wild and just one of those crazy exhausting ones, you know? So I think we were both a little bit out of it. But we've been wanting to get this episode out for so long we couldn't withhold it from you guys. So we finally just had to sit down, hit record no matter what, punch it together and send it out. So today's episode is all about the films we admire, the ones we've been hearing about, what's coming out soon, and we dive into a few classic films we can't stop thinking about, and a bit of the behind the scenes magic, those techniques that make them stand out, you know? It's a pretty casual conversation, honestly. We even touch on torrenting software and, you know, getting our hands on films we might not have easy access to. But yeah, it's pretty chill. Just one of those real off-the-cuff talks. No heavy scripting, just us going with the flow. We might ramble a bit, but that's kind of the point of the podcast, right? To make it feel like you're here with us, having that conversation. So settle in, grab some coffee. We hope you enjoy the ride. Hi, I'm Hilton.
Hi, I'm Skye.
Two creative artists navigating our way through the film industry.
Maybe you'll learn something.
Maybe you won't. Anyway, good luck.
Oh, fuck off. I worked so hard.
Welcome back to Starbull.
It's a lot of shit, Moppy.
Action!
Yes. No. Computer says no. Welcome to the Abbey.
You okay, Skye?
Honestly, after today, I would literally punch Dandelion. Like,
Dandelions are so cute, man.
They are cute, but like, god damn it, today, of all days, a Friday, waiting around, sitting around, I want to put my head into I want to Ace Ventura myself. I'm talking about that scene where he climbs out of the rhino's asshole. Remember he's
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's what I feel like. That frustrating.
You want to be
like,
birthed by a rhino.
I want to be birthed by a rhino.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. How's your day been?
It's been alright. It's been quiet. I've just been working on the podcast.
Ooh, the
this
potty.
morning at least. And watching Corridor Crew.
Apparently they did a breakdown recently for the new Batista movie coming out.
The Batista movie?
Yeah, the new Batista movie with Mila Djokovic.
I'm not familiar.
It's called, it like plays off in like a futuristic landscape, but basically the entirety of the film is done in a green room. So everything
Everything is green screen.
is animated, green screen, VFX.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Talking about news and film, Minecraft movie comes out this month.
Listen.
A Minecraft movie comes out this month.
If you had to describe it to me without telling me what movie it was and telling me that it has not only Jack Black, but Jason Momoa in it, oh, I would have been there. And then you see the trailer.
I don't know. The controversy in film is hilarious. But on the contrary,
Yeah.
Disney is remaking Lilo and Stitch.
Oh my God. I'm so excited for that.
That is nostalgia bait of like animation for like our childhoods.
You see, like, I'm excited about Lilo and Stitch. Now I've got a real question for you. How do you feel about DreamWorks live action How to Train Your Dragon? It is copy paste. It is the animated movie story. Live action.
But that's also the big thing. Like Disney's going back to their original stories and maintaining their plot lines.
Yeah.
You know, that's really important.
What I found like quite ironic as well is, I don't know if you know this, but the lead animator that designed Stitch is the same lead animator that designed Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
So I find it ironic that both movies are releasing within like a 20-day span of one another.
Oui.
And it's almost like Disney against DreamWorks.
It's good though.
Yeah.
I'm excited about those. Other news in film, Neil Blomkamp.
Not familiar. Well, I know, like, listen, names, faces, awful.
Neil Blomkamp,
Yes.
director of District 9.
Oh, damn. Okay.
South African director.
Yes.
Fantastic work.
Oh, no.
Always.
Brilliant.
Neil Blomkamp.
We love a good Parktown Bro.
He's releasing a sci-fi, like an alien-esque sci-fi called Ash.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very much like Liminale.
Yeah, I saw it's like
in my mind, Limonale was like that short film, the short film we worked on.
that we did with Stage 5. Yeah.
Fantastic. But I watched it immediately, like the play on the eyes and everything. Just straight up wicked.
And then play with color, like the diffused lighting. And I mean, obviously they've got like gels and halogen bulbs and everything.
I still find it contradictory because Neil's work, in my opinion, is always based somewhat in the like the politics of South Africa or the history of South Africa. And he balances that into, I don't know if he had anything to do with Elysium. Did he? Did Neil Blomkamp work on Elysium, Michelle?
Yes, I think he did.
Yeah.
Did Neil Blomkamp also do Chappie?
Yes.
Chappie, yeah.
Yeah, Chappie
as well?
is his.
Yeah.
What I like,
But it's all, it's
all based in realism.
also like South African-esque stuff, you know?
Maybe it's got a cast of South African actors.
It doesn't though.
Oh.
It doesn't. It's,
Wow.
should I actually have it here? One sec.
Just like Elon Musk, another South African that abandoned his country.
No, Neil will never. Neil's business is not in making South African stuff, but his common work, like his good work that I've experienced, has always been related to the context of South African film and relevant to the politics of South African history.
But I think why people find his films and his media so intriguing is specifically because his movies, as I said, they are shedding light on a place like South Africa. You know, a lot of people still have this idea of South Africa being this desolate third world country where the silly question still comes up, you know, do we ride elephants to school and see lions walking down our street in the morning? And I think that's what's so amazing about his films is it actually takes South Africa and makes it exactly what it is.
It throws the light on it,
Yeah.
I mean, District 9, it's just Johannesburg.
Yeah. 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
No, it's literally Johannesburg.
Yeah, spot for spot.
Like spot for spot Johannesburg. Our beautiful concrete jungle.
When he was even doing interviews, people asked him how he, you know, dressed his like sets and the location so well. And
he did
like he straight up said like he was like,
it.
yeah, we actually, you know, we did very little. This is what
this is what it looks like. Yeah, Ash, directed by Neil Blomkamp, features Eiza, E-I-Z-A, Eiza Gonzalez, and Aaron Paul. You know Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Second male actor from Breaking Bad.
Yes.
That's Aaron Paul. So he's one of the stars, right, in the film. So not South African characters. And obviously it's set in space. So I'm curious. I'm really curious. Because the trailer, if you watch the trailer, go and watch the trailer, the official trailer, does not feel South African at all. So I'd love to see where it goes. I wonder if it also has something to do with the fact that the industry is falling apart here. It's very complex. Maybe Neil is moving into a more generalized content creation realm so you can hit the notes of international production.
I think it's also very difficult because, you know, with everything that has gone on politically, and I'm not talking about what's happening in the States at the moment, I mean what's happening in Europe specifically and Southeast Asia currently. When South Africa took sides, it opposed the American view and their stance on the matter. And we lost quite a few film contracts, which was unfortunate.
I mean, if you know, like a lot of productions, big productions, are filmed in South Africa because the cost of filming here is significantly lower than filming anywhere else. A great show like One Piece, for instance, completely all filmed on South African soil.
Yeah, 100%. Both seasons.
Both seasons, yeah. They're currently filming the other one now. Actually, I think they finished filming.
One Piece, Black Sails, Maze Runner, Dark Towers, The Woman King. You name it, it's all South African soil.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there probably will pick up locations in other countries, but majority of it, South Africa.
People are stepping out and it's concerning.
At this juncture, you know, I hope as South African creatives and, you know, people that have a little bit more experience and, you know, the financial backing to actually invest in South African films. South Africans investing in themselves to potentially aspire to climb to that level where, you know, Hollywood, they've got it down. Bollywood, I don't know if you've noticed, but the French media industry
is booming
at the moment. Every second trailer I see come out online is for a French movie.
Yeah.
But if we are talking about French productions, another fantastic one, Amélie. Everyone knows Amélie.
Amélie.
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. And The Shape of Water as well.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a French production, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's either the director or the scriptwriter for the film is a French person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't correct you, but
Yeah.
I don't
More
know.
questions for Google.
Yeah, more questions. I don't know. I like it. I like the idea of the international film community starting to pick up the more unique pieces.
Yes.
You know, there's a big trend towards Art Nouveau and neo-expressionism and more out there concepts that don't necessarily tell a story, but rather paint a picture. And that it's abstract.
Yeah.
And the abstraction of film has become huge. It's like when German expressionism became like a huge thing. The introduction of Nosferatu and hard shadow
yes.
like work, you know, those kind of things. It's starting to creep back in, and that's super cool. I love the surrealism concept behind film.
Completely. I mean, I love when film, because for a long time it became more about, you know, oh, it has to be a blockbuster. It has to make money. It has to, you know.
Yeah, the diehards of the world, the Avengers, the Red Notice.
Yeah. And now seeing people take films back into this artistic creative space. And I mean, there's one person that's always stayed true to that sort of style of directing and shooting, and it is Wes Anderson.
Always.
I mean,
Wesy boy.
Wesy boy.
He's this prim and proper, like perfect director in terms of his work. People's experiences on set, maybe not so great to be around.
Yeah.
But you can't shoot down his work.
No.
Absolutely. What comes out of the studio and onto the screen is just miles beyond what we've seen. I mean, Wes Anderson, right? Quentin Tarantino.
Oh my gosh, Quentin Tarantino.
We had this discussion the other day.
Tim Burton.
Yeah, Tim Burton.
Sorry, but Tim Burton.
This stylized, like they developed a style and it's known as a style. For instance, German expressionism is known as German expressionism. It's known as German expressionism. As German expressionism, it's not necessarily labeled as behind a person's name.
Yeah.
Whereas if I say Wes Anderson, you know exactly the look.
Yeah. Know exactly the look and the style.
You know, if I say Quentin Tarantino, you know exactly what it's going to look like. And that's special on its own.
What would, I know if we had to equate Wes Anderson's style to anything, it would most probably be an Art Nouveau, would be his style of shooting and filming. Nouveau
is a bit, Art Nouveau, I think it's based on the term like new as well. New art, new age art.
New aged art.
New age art.
Or is it surrealism?
I don't think, no, I think it's more around the surrealism line.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily put an Art Nouveau label to it. You don't have this perspective shift. A straight line will be straight.
Now, I've got a very hard-hitting question for you.
Mm-hmm.
One of your least favorite directors.
My least favorite directors?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Listen, we're not saying that their work is bad, but it's just work that doesn't relate to you personally.
M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night, I'm sorry, okay, but I don't like his work. It's just, in my opinion, it's cliche and overrated.
Do you want to know who mine is? Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. By the way, Michelle is sitting in the office with us, Skye's mother, and he's just highly offended her.
I mean, no disrespect. As I said, his work is phenomenal. He's an accredited director. He's won so many awards because his work is phenomenal. Just personally, it's not. I mean, and here's the irony of it all. Love Guy Ritchie. Would lay myself on train tracks for Guy Ritchie. Michael Bay, I've just never been able to watch a Michael Bay film and feel, I don't need to feel represented, but relate to it in some sense or find
it feels
something
generic.
That stokes interest.
There's like a generic value to it.
Yeah.
I don't know what M. Night really, I don't get it.
Yeah, name one M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Name one.
No, I can't.
Yeah, right. Right. I mean, it doesn't stick with me.
Yeah. I guess everyone has their favorite director. Also, another brilliant director, but I know if I have to say his name, I'm going to absolutely butcher it, but the director of Parasite.
Oh, Bong Joon-ho.
Yes, because he's also releasing a new film.
Mickey 17.
Mickey 17,
That's
which
right.
I am so excited about. His concepts, the one thing I love about his concept, they are always fresh, and he comes with this new perspective. It almost takes the generic genres that we are all accustomed to and flips it on its head.
Well, hopefully there's no sparkly vampires.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully not.
Yeah.
He didn't direct Twilight.
No, but he's putting Robert Pattinson.
Oh.
Robert Pattinson is the main actor. So hopefully there's no glitter on set.
Yeah, no glitter.
Yeah, if you haven't heard about Mickey 17, essentially it's a sci-fi story about a disposable worker played by Robert Pattinson on a mission to colonize a distant planet. I've got it in my notes here, which is funny that you bring it up. The twist, he is resurrected with full memories after each death. Very, very cool concept, in my opinion. I need to go watch the trailer. I saw the artwork and I was like, okay, someone worked on this.
Yeah, I think there's 2 or 3 trailers that have been released. And there's one in particular that I'm referring to where he's basically being mauled in this pit of slugs or bugs. If you freeze it on that scene, the amount of effort and work that's gone into constructing these, new creatures, or the conceptualization of the art department for these creatures, it's phenomenal. You can tell, he's very close to the work, and you can almost see how Parasite was the jumping point for this film.
I really enjoyed Parasite.
It was
I think it was good.
brilliant.
I think it was brilliant. A lot of stuff, especially when directors release their big films, like their first big films, it can be very hit or miss.
Yeah.
And Parasite did a very good job at hitting. I think he designed
Half
himself.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
If you say his name 3 times, he appears. So
Oh, let's not.
let's not.
We 2 down. Beetlejuice. What's up, guys?
Honestly,
Beetlejuice banger.
my favorite thing about the Beetlejuice films, Catherine O'Hara.
My favorite thing
Oh my God.
is avoiding the second one.
Listen, it's not that bad. I went and watched it in cinema, and being an avid Beetlejuice fan, coming back and seeing it again with all the improvements, wonderful. Only complaint I have about it, it felt so quickly paced. I didn't actually have time to get into the lore and actually enjoy the movie as much as I would have liked to.
And I just like the coconut song at the end.
Oh, that's brilliant. Who doesn't?
The first one. I didn't watch the second one. I've got a fascination with first films always. Like when second films come out, I tend to avoid them most of the time.
Yeah.
Depends, right?
Yeah, it does depend.
But Beetlejuice, I think, came to a very, very nice original ending.
Yeah.
That was the story as its own little novel. It didn't need a second movie.
I mean, I'm sorry, this is a podcast episode on its own, but discussing classic film remakes and sequels, often it can either do really, really well or it does really, really badly. Fantastic film series, and I know it's going to sound so cliche because I talk about these films every opportunity I get. Lord of the Rings.
Of course.
Just, it is a marvel in media. Yes, it is long-winded, but if you've read the books, they are 10 times more long-winded. I remember reading, it's either the first or the second book. No, it's the first one because it's when Gandalf arrives in the Shire. And there's this whole excerpt about dew rolling off a leaf. Or like these leaves in the wind or on a tree, and there's dew on the leaf, and goes on for 3 pages. And that is fortunately, in my personal opinion.
That's book versus film.
Yeah.
Like, that's just natural.
Yeah. Everyone I talk to about watching Lord of the Rings or reading it, they've always said, they've struggled to get through it because it's either too long or this or that. But you have to understand.
Lord of the Rings is not long.
It isn't.
Like, for the books versus the actual show.
Yeah.
Watch the movies.
Yeah, watch the movies.
If you don't want to read the books, watch the movies because you're going to get a good telling of the story.
Yeah. Okay, but I am that person that when people ask me if they should watch it, I say watch the director's cut. And the director's cut is like 3.5, 4 hours long.
But still, you don't cut content that's good, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to because, back in the day, films used to be limited to 2 to 3 hours on screen. I don't know if that was a projector thing or whatever, but
So Lord of the Rings, fantastic series of films. And then along came The Hobbit, which I'm not discrediting because
a lot of work went into that.
A lot of work. And it is a marvelous film. Visually, it is a marvelous film.
I think they stuck to the design of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I mean, to an extent, the excessive use of CGI was a bit much.
Yeah.
Everything felt a bit plastic. But at the end of the day, it fell apart in the story.
Yeah.
I would have accepted the visuals.
Well,
I would have accepted the quality. I mean, it was quality visuals. I would have accepted it because Weta did all the visual effects. But if the story held up, damn, it would have been good. I read the books. I read the Hobbit books. Yeah. Before I read the Lord of the Rings, I read the Hobbit books. I really enjoyed them. So that's blasphemy for me, like putting out a production and not sticking to the gorgeous,
visual splendor of a film.
Yeah.
Here's the thing for me. Loved the first Hobbit movie. Or actually, I wouldn't say loved, but really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It felt like they made so much money off the first film.
Excuse me, Michelle's getting a phone call.
Yeah.
Montreal, what are you doing?
They made so much money off the first film.
Let's go for a walk.
That they, when it came to making the second and third, at that point they were we're making these films to make the money. Because the first one was story rich and it expanded well on the characters and showed development. And
I think it was a good 69 on Rotten Tomatoes.
yeah, I think so. But what is the last film that you saw on Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb that has above a 7.58?
Oh, that's a good question. Rotten Tomatoes kind of took a turn.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily watch it. You know what actually got a really good mark?
What?
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Okay, but we cannot
compare that,
because that movie was just
Splendor.
Again, it was
Splendor in Blender.
Yeah, Splendor in Blender, a completely new, fresh idea that no one had thought of doing because they look at this, run-of-the-mill sort of cheap, free software that is, we use it in our work. Yeah. And they were like, oh no, this is silly. But
that's a great example of a project, a massive project that was done in something that cost nothing. Now, Blender actually you can donate to, which I imagine the production did.
Yes.
But it's free to use. It's used really well.
That is, personally my opinion, also why I think the movie did so well, because they had one of the most phenomenal lead actresses. Mm-hmm. And her name escapes me. Wait, I'm going to Google it quickly. Her name is Michelle Yeoh. Yeoh. I'm sorry. We are both very Caucasian South Africans.
Hey, I don't know most of the people's names that walk through the door anyway. But
names and faces. Who remembers those things?
No, what?
But a very, very influential, famous actor, male actor who's also in there is James Hong. Do you remember?
Show me his face.
Who James Hong is? Let me give you some movies that he's acted and you can tell me.
Okay.
Kung Fu Panda.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I know the voice.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. The original Mulan. He's the father. He's Poe's father in Kung Fu Panda.
Have you got a photo?
Yeah, I've got a photo right here.
Ah, yeah.
We all know him. Iconic voice.
You see that man's face, you'll know.
Yeah. What was that weird ping pong movie he played in as well? That was absolutely hilarious. Balls of Fury?
What? Balls of Fury?
Yes.
That's a skating one.
No, that's Blades of Fury.
That's Great Balls of Fire.
Great Balls of Fire.
No. Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay, we do not pose ourselves as the most intelligent people.
No.
We forget things. But Great Balls of Fire, it sounds right.
Balls of Fury.
Balls of Fury, yeah. Yeah. Did you say? I think you said that.
Yeah, I said Balls of Fury.
Okay, well,
I know because we watched it 2-3 months ago.
I should never have questioned you in the first place. It's fun. It's fine.
Another thing to expand on, the golden age of early 2000s comedy films.
Oh, comedy films? Ben Stiller.
Yeah, Ben Stiller, Will Ferrell.
Adam Sandler.
Dude. I love how we're just listing Caucasian men, but it's fine.
I'm sorry, no, but that's where I feel. Because we were exposed to American media.
Yeah.
that was the extent of our visual learning.
Happy Gilmore, Grown Ups.
Happy Gilmore was a big one.
What was the other one we talked about the other day with Ben Stiller?
I know. I know.
Oh, come
It gets
on.
me. Dude, it's like one of my favorite films. You can do it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's completely left my head. Mine.
Walter Mitty.
No, not The Secret Life. Oh, that is
Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
a wonderful film.
Written and directed by Ben
Ben
Stiller.
Stiller.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking
and played by.
No, that awesome 90s film where he's a very socially awkward man and he wants to like try and start dating. The hair gel scene.
I'm still Secret Life here.
Everyone on the podcast is going to know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, Zoolander, Tropic Thunder.
Oh, Zoolander,
Dark
bang.
War.
Oh, what a banger.
Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers.
Oh,
Yeah.
my Lord. There's something about Mary.
Oh, that's right.
Such a good film. If you just want a good laugh on a Friday evening, there's this huge stereotype about Adam Sandler, and it's either his films land or they don't. But there's one film in particular that I always return to because it is just a film that brings me to tears almost every time, and that is 50 First Dates.
Oh, it's moving. Eh?
It is so
Yeah.
moving.
I was gonna say Grown Ups.
Which part? The hot daughters or the lesbian one?
The hot daughter. Yeah, and that thing when she opens the bonnet of the car. And oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. It was just Transformers all over again.
Oh, 100%. Megan Fox who?
Megan Fox, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, growing up in the 2000s.
Yeah.
You want to know how they developed straight men?
Yeah, the films.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I would say that, but I watched all of those movies and
Yeah, I know. That's how that confirmed your bias.
exactly. But yeah, so I mean, there's been so many great films over the years, and there isn't ever really. I personally can't say that there was ever a golden age of film, but there are cult classics that have been released over the years that just cannot go ignored. Another one for me would have to be the one with Emma Stone that Wes Anderson directed. Very weird, very odd. It's got Willem Dafoe in it as well as the mad scientist.
Gosh, I love the film noobs, the film professionals that are going to actually listen to this and go, the hell do you guys not know these names?
Yeah.
You've been doing this for so long.
Listen,
and yet,
it's because we were raised on media. We have attention spans of about 15 seconds.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts never hit so hard. Instagram Reels. Vine. Oh,
if it's longer than 16 seconds.
That's why we're making a podcast.
Exactly.
15 seconds, wow. Emma Stone, Emma Watson.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone and
Willem Dafoe. Poor Thing?
Poor Things.
Is it Poor Things?
It's Poor Things, your mother's favorite movie. Why didn't you run with that?
I'm so sorry. That is the film I'm talking about.
Do you know how many times your mom has told me to watch that movie?
Have you still not watched it?
I still haven't watched it.
Hilton, you are doing yourself a disservice. It is so good.
Skye, I don't torrent movies anymore, okay?
I don't torrent movies either.
Not legally. As if you can.
Okay, listen.
We do not condone stealing media because we make media and that's where our money comes from. But do you know what? In my opinion,
yes,
torrenting stuff makes it more valuable. It's like gold jewelry is expensive because everyone wants it. So people rob it because that's what gives it its value.
Are we justifying piracy right now?
Or robbery? No, never.
No, I mean, listen, what I do, I mean, yes. You can't deny it. Everyone has probably torrented like an MP4 in their life. The irony of it all, that guy that made the main piracy video that played on all the DVDs in the early 2000s.
Oh, by the way, if you don't know what I was singing, you don't belong here.
Yeah, you know.
You're too young.
But the irony of it all is we signed up for the subscription service called My Family Cinema. And that's what I've been using for a long time now to get access to a lot of films that unfortunately I can't find on Disney or Amazon or Netflix, which I have.
Yeah, it's a carryover and correlation of multiple streaming sites, no?
That's what I thought.
Oh,
it's a piracy site.
Cool.
And
it's sold in stores.
Yeah, and
that's hilarious.
In stores. That is the worst part. Is it is a subscription app that all the studios know about, that everyone knows about, but it is essentially just a hosting hub for basically they pull
torrential downpour of media. Yeah, it's wow. Okay, listen, I don't condone torrenting, but there is one thing that I think is valuable in terms of that, and that is software.
Yeah,
like collating software, or software, especially when you start in a business like this, is very, very difficult to learn with a license that costs you 10,000 Rand or however many dollars it would cost, $300-400 for a license, $500 for a license on a piece of software that's going to educate you. And that I can be like, you know what, don't do it, right? But it's really, really helpful to go and practice with a fake version.
Yeah.
It's put in our budgets to pay for our licenses. But when I was working as a freelancer, I mean, that's what I did not torrent anything. Ever. Never, ever.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that? Yeah. But I mean, if you're going to learn.
Yeah.
No,
100%.
do it.
I mean, okay, listen. Also, I do not condone torrenting. But I will give advice to all of our listeners out there. If you are up and coming in the industry, the best piece of advice, the best piece of software that I can advise to you all, and this is what frustrates me about Adobe. Adobe does not give you an option to download their software without having a subscription, which I think is complete, absolute nonsense. And this is where I'm going to talk about my wonderful, lovely software, DaVinci Resolve and Blackmagic. Because you can download DaVinci Resolve for free and use a beta version for free.
Yeah, the Resolve free is actually pretty good. I mean, you're capped to HD H.264.
But if you're learning.
Which is MP4, by the way. So like delivery and post-production is usually MOV, which is QuickTime. That's on the advertising scale. You get into bigger stuff, which you won't have to worry about when you start in the industry.
Yes.
Consider .mov, which is QuickTime. Does not play on a Windows machine, so don't even try. You'll have to play back through your software if you do. But with DaVinci Resolve free, you can produce MP4 and send those projects to studios to export if they need to.
But can't you download QuickTime on a Windows PC?
It's just convoluted. There is a bypass. There's a way to do it. That's what I've done. I'll have to find it out at a later stage. We can talk about it.
Yeah, more targeted software.
Yeah, more targeted software, essentially. I usually just pull my stuff back into Premiere Pro
Makes it
to
so
check
easy.
it back. Usually I export an MP4 and a QuickTime at the same time, and then I'll watch back the MP4 because I'll send that for review anyway.
Yes.
We don't review MOV. It's just too slow.
No, it is too slow.
But I agree with you. DaVinci Resolve.
100%.
It's actually, if you have to learn an editing software or a grading software or even a visual effects software, learn DaVinci Resolve. That's a great place to start.
Because, it's got everything. You've got your edit, you've got your color page, you've got Fusion,
It's actually it's probably my biggest recommendation at this point. That linked with Blender.
Yeah, 100%.
Like if you want a full suite, DaVinci Resolve and Blender by yourself. Like you can run a full studio.
Yeah, 100%.
Like by yourself.
You can do striping, you can do audio mastering, you can do... Listen, the beta version is very stripped back. So as we said, you won't have many capabilities with the software, but in order to perform what you would need to starting out, you'll be sorted.
And later down the line, like when you actually get into producing proper content, people will pay you for your license. Like that, you can put that into your costs. It's a big thing. How's it, Tim?
Yeah, and a license at the end of the day is 6,500 Rand. Say hello to...
Say hi, Tim.
Hi.
Use your deep voice.
Hi.
There we go.
Oh my. The Smaug voice.
The smell.
Really
They're talking to the mic, man.
fantastic. Hilton, what are you eating tonight?
I have the best answer for you. It's illegal. Marijuana cookies.
Without me?
It's not legal anymore, is it?
No, it's not. It's like
damn it.
completely legal.
Man, that's like a big thing for me, okay? I don't do drugs. I'm in the film industry. I don't even do drugs.
Yeah, I don't do drugs either.
No, you don't. You really don't.
I don't. I don't do drugs. We honestly, weed is... Excuse me?
Excuse me, Tim. Huh?
Watch yourself. I'm your senior.
We are your superiors.
Do not speak to HR like that. Okay?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Executive.
Yes.
Do not accuse us of things we accuse ourselves of. Okay. Brah. What's up? Can we help you?
No, I was just checking how you guys doing.
Yeah, we're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Tim's busy mixing the opener for us, by the way.
Yeah. He's doing a fantastic
Yeah.
job.
I hope it sounds good.
Yeah, no, I know how to fix stuff, but there's still a lot that I'm still learning.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's all good.
That's part of it.
Yeah. You can tell the audience for yourself, how much have you learned since you've come to Priest compared, to,
When you walk through those doors to now.
there we go.
I don't think you can actually compare. It's actually a lot. I mean, from After Effects to Premiere Pro to Blender. What else? I'm now doing a bit of Audition. So like a lot of new tools and stuff. Not new, but I've worked in it before, but I haven't done.
Tim's also now the new self-taught social media manager
Yeah. And he's doing a fantastic
Yeah.
job.
and a self-made pianist. So
Well, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say self-made, but I had.
he's a professional
Right.
pianist. Someone hire him for a cruise ship so he can make millions of dollars.
Yeah. Exactly. He's a
He can
professional
play.
pianist.
He can play next to Robbie Williams.
He pianists very well.
He also stands 2 meters tall, blonde hair,
Blonde
young
hair.
at heart,
Blue eyes.
naive, capable of like,
Yeah. He will protect you and
Yeah.
probably eat all your food as well. Just
yeah,
you
I
know.
guarantee. He's going to need a blanket this winter.
What's your favorite snack, Tim?
Wow, that's actually a good question.
What's her name?
The sweet, sultry taste of geometry nodes in Blender. Oh, geometry nodes. Oh.
Principal PDFs, man.
Yeah, go BSDF, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
BDSF. Ooh, BDSF podcast. This is not a BDSF podcast.
Podcast.
Yeah, because we're all mixing words now.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Cod pod. I like fish. Cods.
Okay, thanks,
Okay,
Tim.
thanks, Tim.
It's been great.
Sprinkling a bit of nodes and.
What's your favorite snack?
Do you want the student answer or do you want some other answer?
Tuna
Well,
pasta.
let's be honest. Half of the people out there are broke right now, so give us your student answer.
Well, 2-minute noodles. We'll have to delegate what brand. That could be a sensitive topic.
Are you going Maggie's or like generic,
Wow.
whatever, easy noodles?
Have you tried a bit of Kellogg's?
Kellogg's noodles.
Yeah, Kellogg's 2-minute noodles.
They're pretty good.
Good.
Surprisingly. Try I would say try the beef ones.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Beef Kellogg's noodles. Chicken's overrated.
Chicken is specifically for Maggie, but beef, Kellogg's. Try it.
Chicken Maggie, like chicken Maggie 2-minute noodles, right?
Yeah.
And beef Kellogg's
Noodles.
noodles.
I
Ah,
actually got my gran addicted to it.
ah.
You cannot get over
Your
it.
poor grandmother. All that MSG.
At least she's eating, so that's great.
Monosodium glutamate.
Oh my god.
Oh my
get
God,
on me,
Tim.
baby.
Give me some monosodium glutamate.
Shake that monosodium glutamate.
Yeah, in my
boy.
noodles.
Oh god.
Yeah. Get my noodles all covered in your monosodium glutamate.
Do you know what they say about spaghetti, Tim?
No.
It's straight until it's wet.
No.
That's really good. Okay.
Whatever.
Thanks for the advice, Tim. Where
Wait,
were we?
What's your
By the way?
favorite sweet treat?
Wait. Sorry, I got distracted by the tall man in my door.
Can of condensed milk.
Oh
With a no.
my God, no.
Like your favorite student snack.
Yeah.
Like when I was broke, my favorite thing was like a can of condensed milk with like a teaspoon, and then I have like half a can in a sitting. Oh my god!
Bar ones though, they slap hard.
What's that?
Bar ones are great.
Bar ones.
Bar one is one. It is actually the staple chocolate of the late night film work.
But do you know what pisses me off?
What?
Bar one created a bar one with 2 bars in it.
No, and there used to be the extra long one, and now it's two.
And it's not
But
even
it's
the
a
same
bar
amount.
one?
It's
No.
not even the same amount and they charge it more for it.
Bar one,
That's
Nestle. You are wasting our time.
Yeah. Okay. Even Bubbly's got their name down.
Yeah.
Okay. Bubbly by Cadbury is at least bubbly.
I'm sorry, but also have you seen shrinkflation? Do you remember how big a chocolate bar used to be? Like
Yeah.
a normal, not even the extra large ones, like the plain size chocolate bar.
But Skye, anything in your hands is big. Okay. I know. It's fine. I've seen you with your little balls on your desk.
Oh, I love
Your little
playing with my
grating
balls.
balls.
Yeah, I love just rolling around my balls. It's gets me hot and bothered.
That's why you put your aircon on all day.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, get out of here, Tim. We're recording something. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Where were we even?
I don't know. But do you feel better?
I feel better. After, you know what this chat is? I think this is what
I wanted it to be.
This is what I want. Exactly. I
This
wanted
is
the
what I wanted
podcast
to
to be.
be.
And sometimes, when we started as well, even when we were working on the pilot, I did get a little bit anxious at one point because I was like, am I up for this challenge? Especially because I've got so much work in at the moment and trying to balance everything. It does stress me out. And then I thought about the podcast as well. And it's like, oh, am I up for this challenge? And it's moments like this where I have to say thank you because
I thought you just needed a chat.
It brought me a lot of solace. I mean, we've been having one hell of a week.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
And you
But-
know what? It's Friday. It's okay. I know how you feel. We've been through it. Okay? We've talked. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, good.
Touch me.
Oh my God.
Not sexually, just like
Oh my God, Skye, please. Can we not?
just
For
a little,
once.
just a little bit of schmutz on the face.
Oh no, buddy. I love you. But like a little brother.
yeah, I love you, but like with a restraining order with
Yeah,
distance.
yeah. One restraining order between us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you're like, it's only one. It's
only one.
only one.
Only a piece of paper.
Yeah. No, but I do care about you, man. And I hope you do feel better.
I do.
after that,
Thank you.
because-
Do you feel better?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you've got an exciting weekend planned.
Yeah. We'll
I
go
am-
surfing.
Saturday evening, I'm gonna curl up, laptop on my lap,
Yeah.
in bed, movies.
Okay. Watch our podcast.
Thank you for listening, and
Anyway.
yeah, bye, Dissy.
Cheers, guys. That's been fun.
Is it currently recording?
Yeah.
Is it currently recording?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, it's been a long day. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in on this episode. Honestly, the film industry is a very tumultuous place to navigate, but you know what? You're going to have your good days, and you're going to have your bad days. And it's about taking them on the chin. And you've got this. We're creatives. We've made pottery. We've painted caves. We've built cities. And that's who we are. Thank you so much to everyone at the pre-production team for making this episode possible. So here's to the next one. Thank you so much for signing in, and until the second episode, this is Skye and Hilton signing out.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone. Oh, fuck's sakes, why can't I get this right?
You can look at me there.
Thank you so much to everyone at the piece.